Alright guys, so first I started out with a sketch. Um, I was inspired by some other pieces I seen and I wanted to do one similar to it. I thought it would be cool to do some sort of self-portrait of me in an animation or an animated state. So I did a pre-sketch and then now I'm starting to go with color and highlighting. Um, I thought it would be cool to have like some sort of technology to where instead of using the actual dash for the speedometer and whatnot, it's like a headset you put around your head. That way, no matter where you turn, you can have some sort of like vision on what your speed is. But yes, anyways, I'm going in right now with the details. Uh, Trying to get different gradients of color with the purple and pink tones, like a neon reflection from outside. Yeah, so you can see I put the date on there. Time says 11/11, 2044. I'm adding some texture. Trying to blend the colors in a bit more. Some highlights. And now I'm starting on the background, the interior of the car. I kind of based it off of a design I seen prior in a photo, so I use that as a reference. And then I kind of just altered it and changed it, made it my own. It's pretty cool. So I'm just cleaning it up, trying to straighten out my lines, erase some of the colors. I try to modify or do like a futuristic sort of like dash and steering wheel. Had a hard time doing that. I'm not like very savvy when it comes to backgrounds and stuff. I try to just focus mostly on the subject. So with this, it was definitely an experiment for me. So I just used a photo reference for the background. I was trying to go on like an Akira Neo Tokyo, Tron Legacy vibe. I love that movie. It's probably one of my favorites. Yeah, so I'm doing more detail on the hair, adding a few more highlights and depth and texture. Anybody who knows me knows I have like wild hair. My natural hair is just, different every day. So depending on the weather and whatnot, it can change. So right here I'm adding my, ninja sword. I wanted to have like a spot. I wanted to have a spot where it was like sitting in there in the car. Adding details, highlights, trying to get a seatbelt in there. So I just ended up taking one of my other drawings and then I added that on here. I erased it and kind of moved it around a bit. So I just added that on there. And then kind of, cleaned it up a bit, added a bit more details to it, and shading depending on what I was drawing. It just made it a lot easier, and plus it was like, oh, it's the same exact one. It's kind of like a theme for my drawing. So I try to just add that in there. Right now I'm just cleaning it up some more. Doing some texture on the jacket, the seatbelt. This is like my very first time trying to do any sort of like digital animation. I tried to make sure this drawing was pretty detailed, and then I did a variety of drawings like this, so that way I did one with like my eyes blinking, one with my eyes open, and a few layers with my hair moving around, so that way I can like add or delete it depending on how I wanted the animation to go. And like I said, this is just using Procreate. It's very simple. but it's also complicated because you have to do way more work. I added a green screen for the background because I decided to just, instead of using a photo, I kind of wanted to do a moving scene. So as you guys can see, my eyes opening and closing. That's what I meant by doing a variety of layers. So now it looks like I'm actually driving the car. So yeah. If you guys haven't already, I'll attach the video of what the end result was. And you can see the glow layer I added on the steering wheel, so it kind of gave it some type of depth and movement to what I was doing. Also notice the arm. I just added a few layers to make it look like my other arm was kind of adjusting. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not the best at explaining my process, but I tried my best, and hope this helps you guys if you want to try something similar using Procreate. I also, for editing, use Lumafusion, so hope that helps. Alright guys, have a good one.